Alright, let's look at the homework 2.3, 2.4, problem number 15. Right? A company is planning to manufacture snowboards. The fixed cost, so this is going to be the, basically the C-intercept, it's $100 per day. And the total costs are $5,100 per day at the daily output of 20 boards. Right? Then we want to come up with a cost function, right? So cost function is assumed to be a linear function, so it's going to look like mx plus b. All right. Then fixed cost is $100 per day. So this tells you that this is the value of b. So far we know that this is mx plus 100. Right? Then it also says that here the cost is $5,100 with the output. So this is the x value and this is the cost. So we know that the cost at 20 boards, which means that m times 20 plus 100 is going to be equal to 5,100. Alright, then we can solve for m. So first, I'm going to subtract 100. So we have 20m is equal to 5,000. Alright, then I can divide, I'm going to go ahead and divide through by 20. So m is equal to 5,000 divided by 20. Right, so I can knock out 1 zeros, and 500 divided by 2 is 250. Right, so therefore cost function is going to be, so m is 250, x plus fixed cost is 100. Right, so let's type that in. We have 250x plus 100. Alright, let's check the answer. Alright, we got that. Alright, part B. The average cost per board for the output X board is given by, so all you have to do is divide the cost function by X. Alright, then what you get is, okay, cost function, right, average cost, C bar of X, is C of X divided by X. Alright. So C of x we just found out to be 250x plus 100. So if you divide by x, you would get, alright, so if you look at the 250x over x is 250, then 100 divided by x would be just that. Alright, let's type it in. It's 250 plus 100 over x. Alright, let's check the answer. Alright, we got that. Alright, sketch the graph of the average cost function including any asymptotes. Alright, so you can see that the asymptote would be, let's go ahead and find out. Alright, so what would be the vertical asymptote? Alright, so you can see that when x equals 0, it's going to blow up. So vertical asymptote is going to be x equals 0. And also 0 doesn't make the numerator equal to 0. Right. How about the horizontal asymptote? Right. So horizontal asymptote is going to be, alright, so if you look at the degree on top here is 1. Right. So n equals 1. And degree on the bottom, so m equals 1. Right? So when you have the same degree on top and bottom, it's going to be y equals, leading coefficient would be 250 on top, divided by leading coefficient on the bottom, which is 1. Right? So you have y equals 250 is the horizontal asymptote. Alright, so let's look for the picture that has that property. Alright, so 250, so this looks good, and B is just too high, that's like a 300 there, that's like a 100 there, and this is going to be, right, oh, this looks like a 250 there, this is actually 200. So D is the only one that has the correct horizontal asymptote. Alright, let's check the answer. Alright, so we got that. Alright, D. What does the average cost per board tend to as the production increases? Alright. If you look at this average cost function, right, as production, so X, gets larger and larger, which means that this value right here is going to be getting closer to 0 because you are dividing by a larger value. But 250 stays the same, so the average cost function is going to tend to 250, right? Just like the horizontal asymptote, 250 is going to be the answer. So it's going to be 10 to 250. All right, let's check the answer. All right, we got that. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.